Hello, hello, hello. This is Nicole Williams. I am from Fabulous and Frugal Jewelry with Nicole, and I'm also I am an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. My consultant ID is 92949. I'm also the leader of Team Vitality, where we're a group of women that are selling and sharing and helping each other grow our business and fulfill our dreams. So today we are going to talk about Google Forms, which is a way to collect contact information. And this is going to be a two-for. It's good for collecting information for business, as well as you can use this if for family and friends. Say you're doing having a family reunion, you need to collect addresses. You have email addresses. A lot of us, usually have email addresses and not addresses and phone numbers. So you can also use this form for that reason. So I'll show you how to do it both ways. It's a very, very simple process, and you will be able to use it after we do this training. So in business related, and I'll tell you how I'm going to use it. You can use it, say, if you are collecting people, you have to ship things to them and they're buying something from you online on Facebook, Instagram, things of that nature. You would use this form to collect their names, their addresses, and things like that. So you can invoice them, so you'll be able to ship their products to them. So it's something you'll be able to email it out. You'll get a link that you can put the link somewhere that they can get to. So it's a lot of good uses for the Google form. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, and then we will get started. And I will put a lot of this information down below. So to get started, you do have to go to, let me move this up here. You go to docs.google.com/forms. Most of us have Gmail accounts. If you don't, then go ahead and get yourself a Gmail account. And when you go to that area, as it comes up. So when you get into this site, you will see they do have some templates here that you will be able to use. And if they have an RSVP, contact information, t-shirt. So even if you don't want to create one on your own, you can use one that's already there as a template and just kind of modify it. For example, if you were just trying to get contact information, they have this template right here that you could use and you could modify it. As you can see, it's already there, has the name, email, address, phone number, comments. I mean, it's simple enough if you do not want to have to create your own. This here is the title, and it also shows here. And one other good thing about Google Forms and a lot of things on the Google Drive is it automatically saves, so you don't have to remember to save it. So even if you're here, you're using the template, if you go to this customized theme, you can change the color. I'm gonna move my little face here. You can change the color to something that you want. Maybe it's not. Oh, okay. On these, you cannot change the color. How about that? All right. So on the templates, you can't change the color. Hey, we learned something new today. So, but you can add questions and things of that nature. Okay. All right. So you can change the background color down here, but it looks like you can't change that top one. All right. So we're going to go. So just know that that those are there. So now we're going to create a new form, and I'll walk you through creating a new form. So you're going to click blank form there. You're going to title it, and I'm going to, just make one for myself here. Click up where it says untitled form. Fabulous and Frugal Jewelry. Maybe if I can spell. Y'all know I'm not the best speller. And I type fast, but I really can't type without looking. So I still make a lot of mistakes. I can type, and some people say, "Oh, you type so well." Like, no, I type fast, but I do make a lot of mistakes. Contact. Okay, Fabulous and Frugal Jewelry contact information. If you click up in this where it says untitled form, when you click, it'll see how it takes that the same title that you put here. You can do a description. So I would say something simple. Hello, please fill out below information for shipping and to keep up, because you want people to know what they're filling out with so much going on. And then once you are able to get this information, you'll have their email addresses that you can send them updates, you can send them things so that they know what's going on with your business. It's called like a lead funnel because you're getting that information from them. So I like to put it in this area here so they'll know. So if they get emails from me, they're not like, what's all this email? They can always not, take it. And then you're going to say thank you. Okay? So you have that there. So you're going to click out. You're going to come to your first question. Now, first question, I am going to do email address. All right. So that something comes up, it has enable email collection sharing. You want to just go ahead and click that. It makes it a required field so that they have to put their email addresses in, because you want their email address. So you make that required. So you click that, it makes it a required information. Okay. And you're going to add a question. You're going to go over here and hit the plus sign. And you're going to add a question. First question, of course, is the name. I'm going to put first and last just so they know. I don't want anybody just saying Susie. Can't mail them. So you're going to hit a short answer, because if you come here, there's options. You can do a short answer, which is not anything long. It gives them, the length of a line to type. The paragraph makes it so they can type more characters in. You can have multiple choice. You can have check boxes, drop downs, things of that nature, okay? So you have those choices. So we're going to do a short answer for the name. It's still a lot, even if they have a long name. I'm going, so down here, if you wanted to duplicate the question, you want to delete when it's over, or you want to make it required. We want their name required, which means that they will not be able to get out of the form without filling in their name, all right? So then we're going to go ahead and hit the plus sign for the next question. Next question, we just want their address. All right. If you want to, you can do street, city, state, zip code. You can spell it all out for them if you like. Okay. Maybe if you capitalize it. That way they know. Because you think people know, but you want to, it never hurts to make sure. So this one, you want to make it a paragraph so they have more info, more space to do that. So you still want to require it, because that's the point of this. If you are doing a live show, if you having something in your customer group and you want to ship to them, they definitely need to put their address in, okay? If you are, if you were doing this for family members or something, you may want to add another question for phone number. Okay, you can always do that as well. All right. So, for example, if for business, for me personally, I wouldn't necessarily need their phone number, but it's optional. I'm gonna put it here if you'd like. You can put phone number. And you can put short answer. Computers are so smart. They kind of see what you're typing. You can see how it changes what you need. So if you wanted, the phone number, you can do that as well. Okay. So then you would go on. If you wanted it required, you could do so. You see the difference when it's required, the little red star comes up. If it's not required, nothing comes up beside it. So they'll be able to submit without the phone number. So multiple choice questions. So I'm doing this. I have a jewelry business. So one of my questions is going to be, what is your favorite type of jewelry? So we only sell 4 types of jewelry. All right. So I'm just going to give them those 4 choices. I don't want to make a multiple choice, because multiple choice, you only can choose one thing. So I'm going to do a check box, because maybe they have more than one. So when you do it, I'm going to put necklace. Another one automatically you do add option, and you click add option, earrings, which are my favorite, and add an option, bracelet, and then you add an option in ring. All right. That way they can, I'm not going to make it required. It's just something to help me in my business. So if you're in a business, this question, you can do, this is called like a qualifying question. So it helps the customer think of what your business is about. And it also helps you kind of gauge what you might want to buy, what product you want to buy more of, or how you can market to your customers. So it's a good type question to have, just one or two questions about your business. All right. I'm not going to make it required. So I'm going to add another question. So I have several things. So I have a messenger bot. So I'm saying, would you like to be kept up to date within Facebook Messenger? This is a yes or no. You can add all yes, no, maybe. I'm going to just do a yes or no. I'm going to actually take out maybe. So if you have 3 or 4 different options, you can take one out. You see the X here, you can just delete one. So yes or no. I'm going to add another question. I have would they like to have a party? So for us, if you have a party, you get free jewelry. And I'm not going to say, hey, would you like a party? I'm going to say, would you like make more information on receiving free jewelry? Okay. I'll just do add all. It's just easier. And then I'm going to take out maybe. All right. And one more, I think that might be it. I'm going to put one more question. In business, ask them if they're interested in joining a business, because sometimes in business, people don't know that they can join. So you want to add, are you interested in making extra money for yourself? All right. Maybe if I spell yourself right. Okay. And you can add all. This one I may still do maybe, because some people are not sure. All right. So even if they said maybe, I know I can still reach out and ask some questions. Okay. And that's it. That's exactly all it is. So I can click out. Here, if you want to change the color, you can do customize your theme. You can change the color here. Here, see how you can change to different colors. Let me move my picture. You can choose an image. If you want to put an image up in this area, you can do it at this point. Down here in font style, you can change the font that you would like. All right, but you want to make sure that it's something people can understand. Okay, so something like this is a little bit harder to understand. You want it easy and simple, that as soon as they look at it, they can read and know what to do. Okay, so you also can change the background color, which is this part down in the bottom here. All right, so like I said, it's automatically saved. And if you could see here where it says responses, so once people start answering your form, when you come back to it, you can go here to responses. All right, so here you can preview it if you like. You hit preview and you see how it does, and you see how it says submit. Okay, once they fill everything out. So we'll go back to edit. Okay, so now it's done. It's done. I'm going to show you how it's done here. If you hit the back arrow, it'll take you back to your form menu. And you can click it, and here it is. All right. So once you're ready to send it, you hit send and different options. So you have, of course, collect email addresses. So if you want to send it to people via email, so this is good if you're doing the family thing and you're doing it for personal. If you had the email addresses, you put the email addresses here. You can change the subject to something and put a message in here. Okay, you can also include the form in the email if you like. All right. If you are doing it for Facebook, or if you're sending it from a text message, say you're sending it, you have a person's, just text or messenger, you click the link button. This is a universal sign for the HTML, the link rather. You would copy this link here and you can send it. So this is a whole link to your personal form. You would select it, and that's just by left clicking the mouse and making it blue, and you can hit copy, and it is copied onto your clipboard, and then you'll be able to share it. You can shorten the URL if you like and make it shorter, okay? And you can copy that as well. I'll give you a trick. Say you're doing this on your computer and you do want to send it as a text message to somebody. What you can do is send the link to yourself. So if you copied it, or if you're doing it in an email, say you copy this here, copy it, open yourself up an email, send it to yourself. I know it's a little extra steps. Send it to yourself, and that way you have the link in the email. You can copy it on your phone and then paste it in a text message. So that's a quick way to do it for if you want to do it on a text message. Just send it to yourself, and then you can copy it and send it in a text. Okay, so once you're done, that's how you send it. Okay, and I think if we do a preview and we actually use the form. Okay, so we saved the, let me see if I can, we saved the form. So I'm going to go to the form, and I'm going to show you how it works. So let me get just a second, let me get the link. I'm going to copy. So this is how the form comes up. So let's look at it. Paparazzi. All right, I'm going to put my name. Y'all know my name, so I'm just going to put it. I'm going to just put, and just make something up here. Fabulous. Okay. I'm going to put my phone, my favorite type of jewelry. I'm going to put earrings. Yes. Yes. And yes. And then the customer, they would hit submit. All right. So this is what comes up afterwards. So you can change this if you like. So I'll show you how to do that. So now we're going to go back to where our form was within the docs.google.com/forms. We're going to click the form that we have. And so we're going to go now, this is our form, remember, we're going to go to responses. And you can see now that we have one response. So it gives you a summary of all the responses. That way it will list all of the responses that you got. And then individual, if you want to see, when you have more than one, you can go individual and see what people wrote. So now you can tell what people answered, and you'll have all of their information right here in this form. Okay, so if you go to the questions, and I wanted to show you if you wanted to change that ending. If you go to the gear here for settings, this is the answer. You require sign in. That's when you're collecting email addresses, that they can't do it twice. You can allow them to edit after they submit, or you can allow them to see summary charts and text responses. You do not want to do that because you don't want everybody seeing everybody else's information. So that's just a no-no. Okay, so for the presentation, you can show a progress bar as they fill out the questions. You can shuffle the question order if you wanted to. I don't know why, this type of thing, you really wouldn't do that. Show a link to submit another response. If they wanted to go back, they can do that. The confirmation message here is, remember how I said your response has been recorded? You can change it to something else like thank you for filling out the form or something of that. You can change, you don't have to. Okay? You can change it if you like. So, and then you would hit save. So that's it, guys. So that's the business form. Again, like I say, if you are just using this for a family event, you can do the absolute same thing. You can get all of their information, even with the templates. It's, you can RSVP. It's so many things you can do with these Google forms. So if you're in business or not, and see how this is another template for just an event registration, RSVP. So it's just a great way for you to get people's information one way or another. So that's it. If you have any questions, make sure you put down in the comments below. I hope that this has helped. Subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, and the link. And if you're on YouTube, if you're watching this one on YouTube, of course, just hit subscribe. If you're seeing this somewhere else, you can definitely go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, or you can make sure you're following me on Facebook to find out and keep up with me and some more trainings and fun things. So you all have a good one, and thank you for watching, and I will see you